Welcome to another episode of the British Football Guy. This is the drunk episode.
Yes, it is. We we did the top 10 worst helmets, and now we're going to do the top 10 helmets. And it's not going to be a getting paid to poop episode because the last poop episode we did went on for nearly an hour. So
It was a long poop. Very long poop.
Very long poop. TJ, take it off.
All right, my number 10, the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh yeah,
I really like the color contrast of that red and the black. I love the logo design. I think it's a really just it's an intricate design, but they kept it pretty just kind of modern and simple. Like, if that makes any sense. It's got enough detail that you can tell that it is a Falcon, and I love the iterations that they've done on it. I think it's really nice.
I nearly got angry at you because I thought you were going to be. I forgot we were talking about the top 10 best, and I thought you were talking about the worst one still, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
But no, it's top 10 best. Yeah. I tell you what I really like about the Falcons. I like Atlanta. I have a lot of time for Atlanta. 96 Olympics, Atlanta. Maurice Green, Atlanta. The stadium.
That stadium,
fucking sweet.
I mean, if we're ranking stadiums, I think that's got to be
Oh.
easily top 5.
That's also gonna have to be an episode.
Yes, I think that should definitely be an episode. That stadium seems insane. MLS games there seem crazy. The Atlanta United, I would love to go see a game.
They're gonna have Atlanta United. Has to be the hopefully the Patriots of the MLS in terms of
that fan base seems rabid. Like, I mean,
the kit looks like AC Milan.
Yeah, that we're getting off topic, but Atlanta. Yes,
it's a great city. It is.
Invite me there. I'll come there.
No, Atlanta, great city. So okay, my number 10. Excuse me, is New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the fleur de lis, and twofold. One, you spend a lot of time in France as a family. Well, as a family, there's 3 of us, me and my parents. So I spent most of my summers in France, and then went to college in Montreal. And the Quebec flag is the 3 fleur de lis, and almost drunkenly got a fleur de lis tattoo in Serbia, and has always been. If I ever got a tattoo,
Tramp stamp?
No. It would be on my huge bicep on the on the. I'm tattooless. Fleur de bicep. But yeah, the Saints. Yeah,
that color, that color combo is just great. Can't beat that. I edged out the Saints with the Falcons on that one. Just a little bit. A little bit of a NFC South rivalry.
So I tell you what we need to do at the end of this episode. We do need to agree on come to a compromise on the best and the worst. We didn't do that at the end of the last episode, so we'll have to at the end of this best and worst. So definitely. Number 10 for me is the New Orleans Saints. So I guess it's serpentine. So 9 for me. Completely contrast to yours is the Pats.
Yeah.
And do you know why?
Why?
Because I've only known football for about...
Have you seen the standing pat?
I have.
Oh.
I have. And
not a fan?
You know what? I think because your NFL history, football history is very different to my NFL history, and mine's not obviously that long. Ironically, the first console I got was a Sega Mega Drive, and the game I got was Madden. I think it was Madden 94 because it was also Football 90, Italia 90. So I think it was Madden 94. Yeah. So it might have been Pats. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. But I think, you know what I like about the Patriots? I think Patriot as a of an adjective is a really strong phrase, and I think it's synonymous with the US. I mean, it is. I mean, is it any? Would you use it in England or any other? I mean, can you use it as any other language, or is it just
I don't know.
specific to America?
We might just being ignorant here.
Probably.
I don't know.
I mean,
for me. I mean, it just conjures very American, just patriot. But I think you could. I think a patriot is someone that just kind of fights for the beliefs of your whatever you believe that your country is. So I mean, I think you could be a patriot for a different country,
right?
But I mean, that's where like the patriot imagery of the Patriots, I do like that it incorporates the American flag into it. My vote was simply just that the old one was much better. That's it. And the new one just looks like Flying Elvis, and I've seen it so much because Tom Brady,
who kisses his kiss,
just been so good. Like, I mean, this is one where it was just I was being a bias growing up in a Bills household. Like, I've been taught at a young age to just you hate the Patriots.
And I think like we talk a lot about the UK and American football, and I think growing up, if anybody had an NFL jersey in the UK, it was a Patriot jersey, just because anybody in the US probably had a Man United jersey.
Oh.
Right? It's just the bandwagon.
Exactly. I mean, they were a dynasty. I like, why are you...
Better than the Ming?
Could be debated. I don't know enough about the Chi, so...
But you know, look. I mean, look, I think about the obviously the language imagery of this, and sometimes we do episodes where it goes so much into either business or history. This actually does get you 10 credits for your English major. So if you do listen to this, you can submit it to the University of Phoenix. Get those credits. But yeah, so I mean,
GCSU.
GCSU. So I have Pat's number 9. So over to you with 9 and 8.
All right. So my number 9, best. The Bengals. I mean,
hot shit.
Okay. Like I've spoken about my dad's I was brought up a Bills fan, and then just kind of like taught to hate football because of the pain my dad went through. So I found just fun in the Bengals because my dad got me like a Bengals mug because I guess I was just into like Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and Tony the Tiger. And then like I had a mug that was just, like I love orange. And it was just orange and tiger stripes. And then the Bengals helmet is literally just orange and tiger stripes. Like, I love it. I love that they haven't changed it. I love that they haven't touched it. It's as good as it was as when I was a kid in the 90s. Like, it's a great helmet, great color scheme, never changed Cincinnati.
So we might talk about this a little bit later on my picks then. But you really like orange.
I do. Except when you're the Browns and that's the only color of your helmet.
Yeah, we'll probably come on to the Bengals.
Oh yeah, we'll come back
a little bit more. All right, so you've got your next one.
All right, so next up, I have the Cowboys.
Oh, fuck off.
Because I mean, just the Dallas Star. You can't that is the only reason I guess that they are 7 and not higher up is just because I'm not a huge Dallas fan. But I mean, it is just the most iconic. Like, I mean, it's America's team. It is just, you hate it or love it, but I mean, you got the silver and the blue. Like, I mean, it's just, it's great. And then you also have the Cowboys cheerleaders who look great in silver and gold, or silver and navy blue.
Yeah. All right, where were we at?
You're on 7.
Wait, am I on 7? Did I do 8? Who was my 8? No, I did 9 at Pat, so I'm on number 8. And so 8 Falcons. Yeah, I mean, we talked about 5.
Oh, then I skipped my 8.
Wait.
All right, let's go back. We just need to
Okay,
because
so
I went from 9 to 7.
Oh, who was your number 8?
My number 8. All right. No. All right. Well, yeah. All right. So my number 8 is the Green Bay Packers because it is just. It might be one of the most, if not the most iconic,
Yeah.
just logos. Like I mean, it's just a G, and it's great. I'm just not a huge fan of just the bright yellow and the green. Like but I mean, it's iconic. It's great. Like,
So 8 was 8 was Green Bay, 7's Cowboys.
yes.
Okay, so I put Green Bay in when I was doing this scatter chart in the best ones, and I didn't put it in my top 10 because I couldn't read my handwriting. But in terms of teams, it actually looks like Serge Gnabry.
Oh, you have Serge Gnabry at 8? Oh, wish we didn't let him go from Arsenal. Jesus Christ.
You could say that with like 100 players. But I completely agree with you. It's not my top 10. Not just because I could. I don't think I'd put them.
It's
tough. I completely agree with you. So you've done 8 and 7. So who was
so you do your
7 and 6.
Yeah.
So 7 for me is Baltimore Ravens. And again, it kind of comes to the colors. I look good in purple.
I do love the black and purple. I think that's a bold color choice, and I think they pull it off great. The only I think they're at my 11. I think they are the actual logo itself is the only thing that kind of pulls me away. I love the color scheme.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the black, and that's where I hate that Jacksonville so bad because it's just all right, you have black and teal, you could do something great. Same thing with Baltimore, you have black and purple, which I like even more, that.
You know what? So we both did the same thing. I didn't tell you about this. So when you were looking through all the football teams, who else plays in that conference, and you're like, the Ravens, and you forgot about them.
Yeah.
When I was doing the Ross Geller game of naming the apparently 52 states in my world, or the Joey world, I forgot the Ravens as well as in one of the last 3 teams. And I don't know why they were forgettable.
Yeah.
But they were a little bit, and I think it comes down to it's what Edgar Poe, Alan Edgar Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe.
I mean, they're the only team named after a famous poet. So. I mean, maybe that's why you might.
I might put them in the top 4.
Maybe the 49ers are too. Oh, you said that was the 69ers.
69,
right?
69. So, 7 is the Ravens. Number 6, look at my skeleton. Yeah, the Broncos.
Broncos?
Yeah, and you know what?
You got the new one.
Yeah, I don't have
the fire horse.
without the D. And
no D.
no D.
No D.
Because I always thought with the D, and I've seen the D, it looks like a unicorn's coming fucking through it. So I was like, glitter's coming out of its ass. It looks more like a unicorn. I lived in Denver, right? So
okay. Fair enough.
And I like Peyton Manning mainly because of his nationwide commercials. He seems a good guy. But with the Broncos, we went to Mile High once, I wish we'd have gone for a winter game.
Yeah.
We actually went for a pre-season friendly against the Cardinals. And we were so cheap. We were in the nosebleeds at a pre-season game. And it was the last pre-season game, so nobody was playing. Nobody you ever fucking knew. But, the horses in Denver, if you ever go into DIA, where there's so much conspiracy, they called him, crap, can you remember what this?
Wait, are you just talking about that? Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy in that Denver airport.
Oh, there is, but the horse, Blucifer. It's called Blucifer.
Yeah, there's a statue.
The statue killed the sculptor. It landed and killed him.
Have you
some-
dug into this? The
I mean, if you-
whole conspiracies of the Denver airport.
If
and
you
that
dig
there
into
is,
it, you
like-
get the Nazi base, right?
Oh
So-
yeah, well, there's like 11 floors under the airport. This is a promo for our second podcast. Secrets from the Denver airport.
But you know what? I do like the. So I remember because I am a bandwagoner, and I hate that. I do have a Travis Kelce jersey because I like him as a player. I do. I think there's some people.
You were an Arrowhead, right?
I think and this is going completely on a tangent. Some people, in the UK, you wouldn't have it because you have your team and that's it. But I find in the US, people enjoy players and they will follow players.
That's AKA me. I mean, I find players that I really enjoy watching, and I kind of just get stuck with the teams that they go to. Like, I really enjoy watching Damian Lillard play basketball. So I have become a diehard Portland fan because I like seeing him play. I love that
his
he is
rap.
just, I mean, he's a great rapper, but I mean, he's just an upstanding, like he's just an awesome dude. And then he's crushing it. And then he's staying loyal to a team. Like, I mean, it's just, you don't have a lot of athletes like him. And so it's just, I find a lot of athletes that I really like, and that's kind of how I pick my teams.
I mean, I know you like the color orange, and I know you like Mountain Dew, and
God, I have revealed a lot about myself in this.
Big
I am
cats.
12.
But I do take your point, and I think if you look at my pocket office Studio 25, I've got a signed jersey of Tyrann Mathieu and DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, I hate the Seahawks, but I love the
How can you
work
hate
ethic of
DK?
DK. It's just
Freak.
so I
So
get
good.
that. We went really off topic. What the fuck were we talking about?
I think you were talking about the Denver Broncos. And then yeah.
Okay.
All right, so justify your love for the deep blue and orange of Denver.
It's a powerful. Like, I love horses. I do like horses, and maybe the wives are coming on the broadcast. So yeah, I think.
Pardon the interruption. Hey, ladies. You're getting picked up on the. You're getting picked up on the. We've been going for hours.
So I think with the Broncos, like, yeah, it's quite a powerful horse. But no, I was talking about bandwagoning. Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Bandwagoners. You picked Denver. We went on a crazy tangent. Wait, so what was the Broncos for you?
Broncos are number 6, so
6?
number 6 for you and number 5 for you.
Number 6. All right, with my 6th pick, I am going to take the San Francisco 49ers for the opposite reasons that you have decided to choose that they are not a great helmet. But I mean,
So you enjoy cunty fans? Is that what you're saying?
I can't say that I enjoy that, but I do enjoy that they have not changed their helmet like you will see with the rest of my picks. I like classic helmets. They have not changed it. It's classic. It's timeless. You have the gold, you have the red. It just works perfect. Like, if you have something,
Let it out.
if you have something like that, you don't need to change it. Like, I mean, I love that helmet, the color scheme. I think it works really well. And with my fifth pick, I have the Chiefs because, I mean, that bright red, I love the bright red. And then, I mean, you're in Arrowhead Stadium, you have the Arrowhead on the helmet. Like, I mean, you can't get just. As I'm talking right now, I don't know why I don't have them higher. I guess I'm just not a huge fan of the Chiefs themselves. But yeah, I mean the Chiefs. That's it. It's a great helmet. It's a great color scheme. I think it just works great. It's just that stadium everything. That red is just it's red. It's
red.
great. And it's like it's a different red. It's like bright red.
It is.
It's not like San Francisco red. It's not like
Who else plays in red?
Atlanta, Buffalo. Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not like.
It's a light red.
It's bright.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'm not going to argue. They're not in my top 10, but I'm not going to argue with that because I think there's some valid points. So I guess what number 5? So
you're at 5.
So at this point, we're going to talk about. It's not a fictitious sponsor. But they're not paying me to talk about this. But pristineauction.com. This is a site that is terrific for sports memorabilia. And it might lead to divorce. It might lead to bankruptcy because it is addictive. I picked up a Sam Ellinger Hookham helmet signed and inscribed by him for $90. And
it's on my head.
And then I also got very drunk and then bought a Kyler Murray helmet only to find out I bought the mini the mini helmet. But this is a great site, pristineauction.com. They're not paying anything yet, but if they want to give me some money back for buying a mini helmet, that would be really sweet. Okay, so my number 5, the Eagles.
Okay.
And you know,
they were outside of my, because I mean we had to do a 10 and 10. So I mean you have their 12 that are my Eagles. In
no man's land.
Yeah, the Eagles were in no man's land for me.
And you know what, the Eagles. It's like I said, I didn't like the Cardinals because it's not an aggressive bird.
Yeah, you just had 5. You like the wings more than the eye,
but but the wings look sweet.
Yeah, they do.
They do, and it is a cool color combo. So I've gone for 5 with the Eagles.
I can't argue with that.
Do I do 4?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The Los Angeles Rams. It's and you're gonna find a trend, especially from the top 5 down with me,
that they have circular horns on their helmet.
So the helmet itself, if you're looking at it, it is an appendage of the player.
Oh, so I know at least one. I'm not going to guess it now.
So, yeah, you're probably good.
Literally the Steelers.
But I like the fact that I when they first came up with the rebrand, because I really enjoyed the deep blue that they had as they were St. Louis, and then they spent one season in LA with that. I didn't like the light blue. It almost looked, I know, just a bit gimmicky. But over time,
no, I agree with that. I think I'm just not a huge mountain ram fan. Like I don't like the curled horns. But if I don't.
In terms of the action of what you're doing with
LA,
the helmet,
I'm sorry. It's nothing against you. I don't like rams.
All right, so have we got your 5 and we've got your 4 and 3.
All right, so my 4 is I'm going Chargers.
Oh, the shitty lightning bolt?
Shitty? I'm sorry. The thing that can strike you dead? You just pick something that can, I can scale a mountain. A lightning bolt can strike you dead. But I mean, seriously, the white helmet with that lightning bolt, with the powder blue jerseys that San Diego has. No, not San Diego. Los Angeles. That is still taking time for me to pick up. I think it's just one of the best things in the NFL. I love that. The white helmet with the yellow bolt. It looks so great. And then Justin Herbert just throwing dimes in that. I don't know why LA has not just adopted the powder blues as their permanent uniform, just why I don't know why Jacksonville has not adopted teal uniforms as their primary uniforms, because both fan bases have overwhelmingly said that they want both of those jerseys as the primaries.
So is it white? Is that the primary for the Chargers?
No, it's like that, like dark blue.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that when you mean. Yeah, it looks so much better. It looks so much better as a pattern.
They should just go to the.
So what's the Jags and what's their primary?
Black.
Oh yeah, the teal's so much better.
Yeah, just go to teal and white. You have a teal and white, and the Chargers can have powder blue and white. Like, everyone will be happy with that, I think.
So number 3 was Chargers for you?
No, it was 4.
That was, okay.
3 got the Bears. The Bears, baby. I think I need to look at my list. I mean, the Bears, I think, is probably the most iconic logo in the NFL. Like, I mean, you can just, it is literally just a C. And I love that they just keep in touch with the rest of Chicago sports.
Okay.
And that they all just have the C.
Like the Cubs.
Yeah, like it's just.
Well, what about the Blackhawks?
Okay, well, we're not gonna.
And what about Chicago Fire? What do they have?
Okay. They. Okay. When the Bears were founded. No, but I mean, I just love. One, I am also just a sucker. I love the dark blue with the orange. I think
it's
that
orange
is
again.
just.
Fuck, I forgot it's orange.
I think it is just. I told you I'm a sucker for the orange, but I think it is just a great color combination. They haven't changed it because why are you going to change it? I like that they have the alternate. You can sometimes see like the more detailed. They have the bear.
Right.
Decal, but that's never on the helmet. Like that's what I'm.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
Those are what I have on my worst. I wish some of these worst teams would have like, okay, this is our helmet logo, but we have alternate logos.
Got you.
And it's just like, I mean, I understand it. Like, I mean, Chicago is just they're an original team. Like, not every team is going to have that history. But I mean, that C is just, it's iconic. It's incredible. I almost want to be a Chicago fan because of that color scheme and just everything. Like seeing Allen Robinson in those 2 orange stripes on the Navy jersey.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Great.
They have something on the shoulder. It's like GST or there's some letters. What the hell is that? I've always...
I wish we could have researched this beforehand. I don't know. Is it the owner? Is it?
Let me have a look now.
I don't know.
Chicago Bears.
Because now that I think about it, I have.
It's like GST or something.
No, it is. I'm guessing it has something to do with the owner.
Do you think?
It's got to be.
It is GST. GSH? Oh, it's GSH.
What's the owner? What's the owner's name? Hirsch?
George Stanley Hallis.
Hallis.
Papa Bear.
The owner?
Born 1895, yeah, so it must have been...
Because I mean,
team
now
owner. Yeah, he's the team owner. So yeah.
Well, but now it's a woman, right?
Virginia Hallis McCaskey. So yeah, it must be his. Yeah, so it's the owners.
She's getting up there. We gotta get the Bears. We gotta get the Bears a Super Bowl.
Well, like Justin
they
Fields
just got Fields, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different podcast.
Oh, it is. All right. So
not different episode. Not a different podcast. Keep your podcast tuned here.
That was number 3?
Yeah, you're
okay.
2.
Wait, I've got 3 and 2.
Yeah, 3 and 2.
Okay, so 3, Jags.
What the fuck? Oh, wow.
I love their whole color palette.
Let's go, JJ. Let's go.
So you've got. I remember when you used to wear your Jags jersey, and your wife would wear it before we had kids at Haymaker in Austin. And I just love the color combo, whether it's the black, whether it's the teal, whether it's the gold. And it's just, I mean, I don't even fucking know where. I know it's in Florida, but it's like, why they have a team? Jackson. I've never heard of Jacksonville.
Southern Georgia.
Is it? Wait, what? It
is. Jacksonville is the biggest county in the United States by area.
But look, Jaguars. I talked a little bit about. We're going to do an episode on it.
Can't wait.
It's a great big cat, but I love the colors, and I know you prefer the open mouth tongue out.
I'm being harsh on them just because I need to put them in their place.
So you said to me there's too much detail in that helmet, and I understand that, but at the same time, it's beautiful. It is really well designed.
I'm not gonna lie, you have talked me into appreciating it more, because I think part of the reason why I have not liked it is because I thought that it was widely not liked.
Right.
But I mean, like, as you can see with my picks, like, I mean, it's just like, I like just, all right, let's keep it simple.
You like orange?
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, in my top, I only have 2 orange teams.
Okay.
I have the Bears and the Bengals.
Okay. Well, look, so for me,
another.
So you can go matte, and I think they've done really well with it. So yeah, for number 3,
well, we didn't even get started on matte helmets. If we get started on matte helmets, we need to do a different draft. Okay. Because Jacksonville, that's where they actually did it right. When they did that awful 2-tone helmet, they did half of it matte and the other part metallic.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Just go all matte black. All matte black like Minnesota. The matte purple is beautiful. Go matte black.
Matt Black, is he a quarterback? Okay, all right.
That was a winner.
All right. Okay.
I can't settle down.
Number 2.
No, you or me?
I think it's me, because then you do 2 and 1.
Go for it.
Oh, I end on 1. Lovely. Bengals.
Oh, all right.
So
you're all on the orange too. The orange bandwagon. Well, I don't know what your number 1 is, but I
it's
hope
the Lorex. Or Garfield.
I have Tigger.
Okay, so you know what? I remember the Bengals as like a little kid, and I thought it was fucking sweet. Like it's a tiger, and they've done it so well. And I've got Madden, maybe like 18 or 19. It's not a recent one, well, relatively recent. And
18, 19 is.
Well, it was Dalton.
I thought you were gonna say like I had 96.
Oh,
18, 19. No. It's like
it's a PlayStation 4.
You're saying that like it's like
well, you know, I mean,
it's garbage. Folks, he's from England.
And had Andy Dalton as a starting quarterback.
Well, he is starting, right, for Chicago?
No. Did you not hear about my GoFundMe for Andy Dalton? It's like get him a team. It might be in the CFP, but yeah, I've got a GoFundMe page for Andy Dalton. Save the Reds. He's orange. Anyway, so look, Ritz came up. So my wife came up. My wife came upstairs, and I was playing in the loft on Madden, and she said, "Why are you playing as the Bengals?" I was like, "I love their colours, and they're a shit team."
They're literally tigers.
And I was playing on rookie level. I was playing rookie level. I was like, okay, well, I'll just kill it at the draft. And I just watched Draft Day with Kevin Costner. And I was like, okay, I'm going
to... I mean, that's the only way I go into like a new Madden season. I watch Draft Day with Kevin Costner, and then I set the mode to easy, allow 4 straights, and then I just dominate. Like, I mean, how can I lose with Patrick Mahomes, Julio,
in the 2018 draft? So Bengals, yeah, I love it. I just wish they were a better team. So look, sidebar, talked about Pristine Auction today. I was on Pristine Auction, and I actually buy my helmets drunk usually, but
sometimes mini.
And there was a Joe Burrows one. It was 4 of them, and it was designed by this artist, and he did like kind of he did the paint on them, and it was like kind of, it was beautiful. And I think you can only really do that with a top dollar helmet like the Bengals, where it's so authentic. So number 2 is Bengals for me. So over to you with 2 and 1.
Wow, that was a quick transition.
We spent a lot of time.
I thought we were going into like an ad placement. I completely lost my track. Well, I mean, my 2 and 1 are like the 2 and 1 that I immediately thought of. This was a no-brainer for me, and it was pretty tough to pick between 1 and 2. And I'm sorry, Dad, but I am picking Buffalo at 2. It is an amazing helmet, and you have the Buffalo, like it. There's just everything about the Buffalo helmet is incredible. You have all of the colors of America in it. Like you can, it's just, it's a perfect helmet, and they haven't changed it. I'm so glad that they went back to the classic Buffalo, and it is just, my favorite helmet is just the white and the red Buffalo. It's just perfect. It's, well, I guess it's second to perfect.
Look,
did you have Buffalo on any of your lists?
They were in the mid, and you know what?
So they fell into the
I when you can describe it, I think you say, and the buffalo is such it's such a US animal. Right.
It's just it's so unique. I've just never seen that in anything else. And
Colorado, see you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when I grew up, there wasn't internet, so I didn't know what CU was. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, definitely for me, it has a familial just connotation with it, with just the American Buffalo, and just my dad having season tickets to Buffalo. Yeah, I love Buffalo, the stadium, everything about going. Oh, I mean, how can you not like the wings? But I mean, just going to the Ralph, like it's an experience. It's not like going to Cowboy Stadium. You're not going to Jerry World. You're going to the Ralph. Like, you're going to watch a football game. Like, there's nothing else going on. You're tailgating in the suburbs. You walk into the Ralph after you have just, like, pile drived a couple of bats through a table. And then you go into the game and you watch Buffalo, up until the past couple years, lose.
I mean, look,
I'm so happy for them with Josh Allen and
Diggs.
like I mean, uh, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs going there, like it couldn't have happened to a better franchise. I hope Buffalo just somehow can out dominate Patrick Mahomes in the battle of the AFC. But regardless, it's going to be fun watching Josh and Patrick battle, and I will be there at the Ralph.
So, you know, I was going to argue with you in terms of the Bills, but I think the explanation is beautiful, so I'm not. However,
Yeah.
so we're at number 1. How about we say this on 3 just to see if...
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Well, I know we don't have the same because I think you already picked mine as a worst.
Oh. Okay. All right, well...
No,
well,
well, we're gonna do it regardless.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Vikings.
Raiders.
Oh. I honestly thought you, for the long time, like, you were gonna say Vikings. I didn't
Now Vikings ended up in my middle tier. Raiders, I think, is just. I don't think that there is a better
it is...
representation of a fan base or a team. It's literally perfect for me. Like,
So,
they haven't changed it. If they ever change it, I hope people not in Oakland anymore, in Las Vegas revolt. It's perfect. Like why would you ever touch that? And that's where I think the whole point of this exercise is. It's like, oh, the ones on our worst, it's like, oh, you have room to go. Our best, like we have a lot of overlap. It's like, oh, you're mainly there. And then like a lot of the ones where it's like, oh, it's just classic, like you can't touch it. Raiders, if you ever touch it, like you messed up. Like you're perfect. Don't touch it. It's the best logo, it's the best helmet, it's great.
I did think about the Raiders because it was when I was playing the Ross Geller game. I couldn't think of them. I was going through California and all this, and I was like, oh, fucking Nevada now.
Oh, they moved on you.
Exactly.
You didn't think of Nevada. Yeah, I was going state by state. I knew to skip over Nevada because they don't have any teams.
But you're
I
right.
know
It's
they
like
do. Now they have literally the black hole. Like, I mean,
it could work.
coming from the Bay Area now, like I feel for all those Oakland fans. Like, I can't even imagine what it's like to lose your team. And I don't know what you do in that circumstance because I know you've talked about like, oh, what if Jacksonville moved to London? And it's just like, it can kind of seem so trivial.
Right.
But like, I mean, I guess, all right, if you are an Oakland fan,
Do you follow them?
Las Vegas isn't too far. But I mean, if you're a Jacksonville fan, London, you can't fucking
Unless you got a boat.
you can't drive to London. Sorry, I don't know if this is PG.
No, look, I agree. So look, Raiders, there is something about. I remember there's one of my mates back from Houston, and he used to walk around the office on dress down Fridays in like this old school Oakland. He was from Austin, so he was a little bit.
Yeah.
He was off his tits most of the time, but yeah, this Oakland Raiders was like, I just can't figure it out. And but yeah, there's something about it. I don't like the Raiders, but I'm liking them more that they're in the Vegas.
I don't. That's where it's tough because I mean I feel like the Raiders have always cultivated this like fuck everyone else.
Which is good.
We are the Raiders, which like, oh yeah, you're not gonna go to the fucking Death Star or the black hole. Whatever I think it was a black hole. Yeah. You're not going there and like you're trying to cultivate that, but then like, oh, we're in the end zone of a baseball stadium.
Ugh.
So it just kind of like, it sucks that they had such a diehard fan base, and then now, oh yeah, we're going to Las Vegas,
Right.
and it's the same. Well, I mean, I guess it's the
I get you.
rambling.
Well, look, well, I'm going to switch to bourbon as well. Let's get some ice after this. So, Vikings for me, and the reason why is the mat.
The Matt helmet. If Jacksonville went to, even if they kept the cartoon Jaguar, but if they went to the Jaguar from about 8 years ago, like the original, not the original, because they got sued by Jaguar, the company. But if they just went to the original Jaguar with the tongue on a matte black helmet, they'd be easily top 10.
Look, okay, the other thing about the Vikings, and I talked about it in terms of I talked about it in some of the other episodes, like what we'd call the British teams, and the stuff that it's how you use the helmet and the horns coming from the sides. I mean, your wife's Scandinavian, so I thought you might have gone for the Vikings, but the other piece of it is that was the piece of it. It was from the side.
They were number 11. They were the first man out. The Matt, I love their the Matt. They're one of few teams in the NFL that actually uses the Matt helmet. I wish.
Wait, Matt Black, the quarterback for Jacksonville Jaguars, or the
the helmet composite finish. that just the purple in general is great. Yeah.
Okay, so let's agree on a compromise on the worst and a compromise on the best. I think we've probably got the best.
I think we can compromise on.
Okay, so
all right. So are we compromising on the what, like a top 2 best, top 2 worst?
No. We're going to compromise. We're going to say this is the worst one, agreed between us, and agreed best one. Oh. So I think.
Wait. So where are we? Are we starting 1, 10?
No, well, I think the Browns we probably agreed was pretty low for both of us. Mine was number 2.
Oh yeah, so I have 6.
Oh, okay. And Washington was 3 for me, and you had it as 1, but I think for different reasons.
Yeah. Well, so all right, Washington. Sorry, goodbye.
Okay, so Washington's 1. Yeah. Washington's the worst helmet.
Washington.
Okay, all right. Okay, and the best, I'm thinking Bengals.
I had them at 9.
Oh, yeah, them at 9. Shit, I thought. Oh God.
Where do you have the Bills? Bears, Chargers, Raiders,
nope.
Chiefs,
nope.
49ers. No. Oh, we went.
Yeah,
we went so opposite on it. So. And then I go up to Cowboys. No, I think it is Bengals.
Oh.
All right, I like it.
All right, everybody. So that is the end of the best and worst helmet. So the best we're agreeing is the Bengals, and the worst is the Washington football team. All right. So we'll be back. Please subscribe. I'm sure there's something else you're supposed to say. That was the end of the first drunk episode, and we'll be back with probably more content.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.